Hello, welcome to Module 8, Chapter 1. In this module, we are going to be talking about the letter of recommendation and how you can prepare a letter of recommendation. And before I move on, a letter of recommendation is more like a letter of attestation. Here, your recommender is going to speak on your behalf. So, because this letter is provided by your recommender, I want you to know that you are not the one to submit this letter yourself. Even though you're going to be writing the letter mostly for your recommender, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that, but you are not the one to submit the letter of recommendation (LOR), right? There are some considerations or strategies you need to have in mind, things to have in mind when writing the letter of recommendation, right? And how do you do this? So you have to find three or more academic lecturer. They don't have to be a professor, right? They can be they can be lecturers, junior lecturers, right? They can be staff in the department. They know you very well, and right, so they can write the letter for you. So what it means is that you have to approach them. You have to explain to them what kind of letter you want, what should be the content of the letter, and what are the expectations of the letter. What would the letter be doing? The letter is not for job; it's for graduate school application. You have to tell them about it. This is for graduate school application. It means that the content of the letter should be more tilted towards the academic, your undergraduate degree, right? Your achievement, right? The courses taken, how long they've known you. We're going to cover that, right? So when you get to them, you have to get their details, right? Like I said, in the third one, you get their details down, you take their name, their academic email, not their Gmail, not their Yahoo mail, not personal mail. You want to get their official mail, also known as the academic email. You want to also get their position. Are they the head of department? Are they the exam officer? Are they student advisor? Are they any of office they've held? If no office is fine, you can leave it, right? You can just say, oh, they are senior lecturers, they are assistant lecturers, or they are just lecturers. It's also a position. You also want to get their office address, right? Where is the office address? You want to get the office address, right? So you also have to draft a sample for your recommender. Most recommenders don't know what kind of letter you want, right? So to be on the safe side, they tell you, okay, go and bring me a sample. So this is more like an open check for you. So you have to draft your own letter of recommender, and I have prepared one for you as a guide. So you're going to see how you can write a befitting letter of recommender for your recommender, right? For them to use. So they most likely they're just going to take it, maybe they're going to edit it, and they're going to sign it and upload for you. So use the recommenders that know you well and can write about your ability to succeed in grad school. Don't just pick anyhow people. Pick people who, when you call them, they're going to answer you, because it's frustrating when you get to the application period and then you start calling them, they don't pick your email, they don't reply your messages, they don't take your calls. It becomes frustrating. So pick people that they know you very well and you have good rapport with. You can even start talking to them ahead of time, build that relationship with them before you ask them for a recommendation. I will ask you to do that. Also, you need to know that letter recommendations are usually one page, right? You can have anywhere from 3 to 4 paragraphs. Some people can write 2 pages, but one page is fine. They can summarize everything there, the content. In the first paragraph, they will introduce you. How long do they have they known you? In what capacity have they known? Is it as a student? Right? So they're talking about that. What courses you took with them? They're going to mention that. They've known you for 1 year, for 2 years. They knew you for 10 years. And from that, for that 10 years, they taught you for 4 years. So they're going to talk about that. The second paragraph will highlight your strength and weakness, right? Your course performance and research skill. This person took this course, and in this course, he or she performed very well in my course, and the person is good in research. The third paragraph will talk more about your character and social life and community engagement. Are you a person who is social? Can you work in group? Do you work alone? Right? Are you going to be a good addition to that program? So this is where the talk about your social life, your community engagement will come to play. In the last paragraph, we summarize why you should be accepted and what contribution you will have on that place you're going, right? So it's important to mention that. So these 4 paragraphs are the 4 keys of LLR. I call it my 4 keys of letter of recommendation, right? And it's important that you summarize these 4 paragraphs, and then let's walk through some of a good example. So here's a letter of recommendation I've written for one of my mentee in the past, and we're going to look at the three. These basically have three components. You can have 4 paragraphs, right? It depends on how you want to structure things. So you're going to address it to the grade admission committee. It's going to have a title. This is more like a formal letter. You're going to have a title called reference letter on behalf of Google Sandra Onochie. So this is an example of a person I wrote for, and this is how it looks like. All right, so this is a more the block paragraph method, the block paragraph. Okay. In the first paragraph, let's see what it covers. It is my pleasure to recommend Miss Ogugwa Sandra Onochie for admission into your master's program in geography for the fall 2023 term. I have known Sandra for more than 5 years. As a graduate teaching assistant, I assisted senior professors to teach Sandra few courses, such as land surveying and GIS courses. Sandra performed excellent in those courses by making a distinction in them. Sandra was mostly passionate about using geospatial techniques to explore environmental resource changes and how they impact our immediate environment. So here I did introduction. All right. The second part I said, Sandra has demonstrated her unwavering passion to continue geography research. She has the skills to continue research in any area of her choosing, using current techniques and advanced technologies in grad school. In terms of research, Sandra will be a good addition to the geography graduate program. I've seen her past research and presentation. During her final project presentation, they are above undergraduate standard. In terms of character, Sandra is humble, easygoing, willing to learn and be supervised. And above all, she is passionate about geography-driven research using GIS. I am confident that Sandra will be an excellent addition to your graduate program. I give my strongest support for Sandra's application into a graduate program and will be happy to learn more of her future exploits. I'll be glad to provide any additional information regarding your admission and decision-making process. Please feel free to call or email, right? Sincerely, Kenneth Ekpetre, MSc. I wrote this when I was so that's very important. And then the recommender have to sign it, and that's why you see I attach a digital signature, and then we can talk about your position and all that. All right. So this the component I mentioned earlier. I'm going to provide this sample on the draft so it's easier for you to edit it and use portion of it for your use. All right. Let's go back to our Right. So now we've known what letter of recommendation are, and we've also looked at the what information you need. I'm going to summarize to say that letter of recommendation have 3 to 4 paragraphs, depending on what you want to cover, right? And I've mentioned those paragraphs, the 4 keys of letter of recommendation, and you can see them here. Feel free to go back and read them and understand what I'm talking about. But before I wrap up, I want to mention that you are not the one to submit the letter of recommendation again. You are going to provide a sample, and the sample detail, most recommenders will ask you to write one and bring, and they are going to use it. They're going to edit it if they have to, and then they're going to sign it. And when you make your application, you are going to put the details of each of those lecturers. You're going to put their name, the academic email, the position, and the office address. As soon as you're done, the university is going to email them directly. And when the university email them, the university is going to ask your recommenders to fill some portions, talk about how they know you, and then attach their letter of recommendation. So it's more official. It's not coming from you. It's coming from them directly. And they are going to ask them if they want you to see the letter. If your recommender don't want you to see the letter, they're going to say, okay, I don't want Mr. A or Mr. B to see the letter I wrote. So that means you have to be very careful who writes your letter for you. If you use someone who doesn't wish you well, you may not know what they have written for you, and they may not offer you the admission. And even if you're given the admission, you won't be able to go back and say, I want to see letters written on my behalf. I hope this helps you, and I hope to see you on the next one.